Hello everyone. Good morning. How are we doing today? Looks like Leo's up to another little adventure, don't it? If you guessed that, you're right. I am out today. Went out the other day, lost the entire video. Did a whole camping trip, lost the whole video. Had no choice. Had to go camping again. You know how that is. So anyway, I am out today at a friend's place. This is some cabins a friend of mine named Jeff owns. It's called Sport Outfitters. And, a lot of trail riders come down here and, stay here at Jeff's place and ride trails and all that kind of stuff. They got nice little cabins, they take good care of you, that kind of thing. But they've also got, I think he told me 500 acres of super pristine, West Virginia wilderness right back up that little road right there. So I've came down today to do me a little thunderstorm camping, hopefully. Most people, how they go camping, they hope it don't rain. I go camping, I hope it does. So we're expecting some, but you know how the weatherman is. They like to lie. I have a theory about it. They're called meteorologists. I think they actually studied meteors, but somehow working in weather forecasting. So that's my theory anyway. They could probably forecast meteors much better. Anyway, I'm going to head up here. According to the Weather Channel, we should be getting some rain by about 11, a couple hours from now, a few hours. So I've not got that much time. I have to go find me a little spot and break out the weed eater and clear me a little spot before I can even begin to start setting up camp. So I guess I probably need to quit running my mouth and go get to work before the rain starts. Of course, you know how that goes. I'll go do all this work in a big rush and, get shelter up, and then it won't rain at all. But, I guess all things considered, still not the end of the world if it does, if it don't rain. I guess it's still not quite the end of the world. I would rather have it, but, you're camping. What you got to complain about? You're camping, right? Anyway, all right, I guess I need to quit running my mouth and go get to work. I have some work to get done today, but once I get the work part done, we should have quite the little adventure on our hands. Let's go get to it. Oh, by the way, thank you, Jeff, for letting me come down and camp out in your woods. Very much appreciate you. All right, let's go get to work. We have arrived. This right here is my spot, right by the trail. This will be my little home for the next day or so. Nice sheltered spot in case it gets, really stormy, just in case. And no widow makers above me. Nope. Looks good. Looks clear. Okay, let's get the weed eater out and get to work. Get this little spot cleared up. Get my tent out. And I'm going to try to get a little bit creative this time. I'm going to let my hair down, so to speak. I only got like a 1/4 inch of hair, but I'm going to let it down anyway. You know how it is. Just let her ride, run with it. All right, let's get the weed eater out and get to work here. Well, it looks like I've got everything up, and everything enough anyway for now. Got the structure up, but it looks like it's just in time. It's getting dark. The sky's getting dark, getting windy out here. Way I look at it, if I get rain, I'll take it as a bonus. If I get nice, warm, sunny weather the rest of the day, I'll take that as a bonus too. Either way is fine with me. But we should be good. I got a big old tarp. I got my little tent and the UTV, and then got a big old tarp stretched out in between them. with, you know, poles and straps, and I think I got 9 ropes on that tarp, 5 on this end, 4 on that end. But we should be good. We should be ready for some rain, I do believe. Ready under here. Got my little light holding it up. That's my center post right there, holding everything up. Keep a good peek on it. Got my little wood stove set up here. Got me some wood cut already. Been busy. And we got that covered up for later. The rain has started. We're getting there. It looks like I can see some darker stuff back down that way, but we are getting there. It looks like it's about to start. The first shower anyway. We'll see how much rain we get. But as near as I can tell, I should be good to go. I figure if it gets really bad, really stormy, drop a tent pole or 2 and let some water run off. Keep my peak high. But yeah, look how dark it is down through there. Down through the valley. You can't even hardly see that other mountain. There's some heavy rain to the north, but we'll see how much of it winds up down here. I guess I may as well get in and out of it. Get back under my little canopy. Oh, got my tent set up. Pretty much done. Just set my power bank right there so it's by the door. I can put my laptop right there and, you know, watch TV later. But yeah, bedroom, kitchen, all set up. Should be nice and cozy. Should be nice and cozy. Should be. But yeah, nice little place carved out here in the middle of the jungle. That's what you want though, ain't it? Get out there in the middle of nowhere. Very cozy little spot. It's supposed to be like 68 degrees tonight. So I, you know, won't need any heat or anything like that. Just sounds kind of weird, you know, where I've been camping all winter and using heat, you know, the whole time. It just sounds kind of strange. Won't need heat tonight. But yeah, summertime. Summer storms too. Well, hopefully a summer storm. But yeah, I would show y'all the radar, but I'm videoing on my phone. Our GoPro died, and I'm videoing on the Apple. And we got a new camera, but it came after I left. Figures, don't it? That's okay. We can shoot this one on the Apple. It does good low light video anyway. Places like this definitely will have some low light later. Look at that. Right behind me. Just deepest, darkest jungle you can possibly imagine. Look at that. That'll work. Well, we seem to be in fully kicked back mode. You know, hair all the way down, you know, that kind of thing. But had a couple little rain showers, nothing too dramatic. You know, didn't even raise the mud puddle level any. But it was nice for a minute, you know, cool things off. You know how that is. Nice little rain shower on a warm day. Without cutting that firewood, got a little bit warm. But I've seen some wildlife. I saw a brown hawk. Looked like a hawk. Brown, big brown bird. I heard something sitting in my chair right over there. Heard something, kind of leaned back and looked over that way. looked like a hawk had some kind of rat, some kind of vermin. I'm not really sure what it was, but you could hear him fumbling around in there, and he kind of rolled out here and took off that way with it. And I had some music on a little while ago and turned it up, and a deer took off from right here and went right out through here and took off running. I mean, what, don't you like my music? What, you like polka music or something? You bluegrass deer? Anyway, figured I'd do a little bit different this time. Fixed me up a nice little indoor, outdoor kind of area. You know, outdoor, but kind of indoor too. But it's nice and shady. Feels real good in here. I got my firewood pile built up just a little bit. Stove is ready, and I brought some pink salmon, and I'm going to make some salmon cakes for dinner a little bit later and cook them on that. Should make, you know, a little bit of extra something to dinner, you know, make it a little bit more fun, you know, and just pop the top off a little bit later and have you a nice little campfire. Don't have to do anything. Not really sure how the top is going to work out. I may need to take out these two poles and drop it, you know, just so the smoke stays out instead of in here. But we'll see. I think we've got enough clearance. It looks like it anyway. But not bad. Not bad. I just let my, you know, try to get a little bit creative for a change. Make something different. But we're good in here. Got everything all finished in here. Nice fuzzy rug. You gotta have a fuzzy carpet, right? But anyway, I had music on. I've been booming it out through here. Like I said, that deer apparently didn't care for my kind of music. But I'm getting ready to put me a movie on. Just got the laptop out and, you know, just doing things. You know how it is when you're camping. Everything takes a little bit longer, but it's a little bit more fun too. And setting it up's a whole lot quicker takes a whole lot longer than tearing it down. You know, you can rip it down in no time. Takes quite a while to set it all up. But we're there now. We are in relax mode. Check this out. That's from over here. Real pretty little spot. Birds and animals and hawks and deers and all kinds of stuff. Cool little spot. Okay, all right, let's get a movie on. I just thought I'd kind of update you guys, show you where we're at, you know. So far, everything worked pretty well. The little bit of rain I did have, you know, just shed right off exactly the way, you know, straight down here and off to the corners. Worked great. Overlapped. Well, we'll see if it rains. They're now saying some heavy rain later, 10, 11, whatever. So we'll see. You know, they said rain this afternoon too, but we'll see. The meteorologist, all right? Well, it's about 7:30 now. The sun is still out. Don't see many clouds. Of course, the weatherman, he still says rain later. Still says rain later. Anyway, yeah, I can live with that. You know, I can live with a beautiful day. You know, that's not the end of the world, I suppose. You know, having a beautiful weather day is not exactly the end of the world, but that's okay. We might get some rain later, but anyway, for right now, I've got my fire going, getting ready to work on dinner. Look at that. Getting ready to work on dinner here soon. Got my salmon ready, and I thought I'd left the can opener. There it is. But I got Indiana Jones over here. Raiders of the Lost Ark playing. Figured I'd go old school. I loaded up, you know, it's like first three I saw. Okay, yeah, we can do that. I haven't seen that in many, many, many years. So, yeah, that'll work. But anyway, I guess it's about time to start getting going on dinner. Got my stove heated up now. And yeah, I think I have enough wood to last tonight. I've got 2 Duraflame logs and whatever's over there, so we should be good to go. But all right, I guess I need to get my can opener that I thought I forgot and get dinner going. Well, looks like my little chimney's working great. All the smoke is above the tarp. Don't need to move anything. Like that. It's almost dinner time, by the way. Salmon cakes, and I left 1 piece whole and breaded it. It's breaded salmon. Oh yeah, should be a good little dinner tonight, huh? Almost done. Just a few more minutes. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. Big deer. See if we can walk up just a little bit before we bolt. And we're gone. That's 2 deer. No, 3. There was a baby too. Almost nighttime. It's a getting there. The phone makes everything look brighter though. I like that. Good low light capabilities. But dinner is almost ready. It is just about time to take it up. Look at those. That looks pretty good. That looks halfway decent. Like a good hot meal, you know? Out here doing stuff, good hot meal. Sounds really good. Getting kind of noisy around here. Anyway, dinner is served. Look at that. 1 extra crispy, 1 normal, and a piece of salmon. Let's see if we can do this holding a phone. And a piece of crunchy. Look at that. Yes, it's crunchy. It's good. Hot still. Very good. Very good indeed. Fixed it in bacon grease. That is really good. Okay. Let's kick back, relax, watch the rest of my movie, and have some dinner. Everything looking good so far. problems. Nothing yet, anyway. All right, let's have some dinner. See y'all shortly. Let's check this out and see if Indiana Jones can, save the thing or not, because I don't remember. Well, good morning, everybody. It looks as though my little hillbilly ingenuity fort survived the storms. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised too. But yeah, it did great. We got some more rain. Got a whole bunch of rain. Got all kinds of rain last night. But that's okay. It was kind of fun. I liked it. Let's see what the world looks like. Okay. Looks about like I left it. Well, you can see mist on the mountains way down through there. We're doing fine though. We're doing fine. Like I said, it's early. It's just getting good in daylight now. But I've got me a fire going, got me some coffee going, got me some coffee heated, not going. So yeah, we are up and running. And check this out though. Look at that. How wild is that? Even with the top open, you got open flame down there. Look where all the smoke still goes. And it still just sucks it all right up in there and right out the top. Now if you get, wet, sooty stuff, wet things, they will, while they're catching, it gets a little bit smoky, but it clears it don't take but just a second to clear right out. Little thing works pretty good. Just be really careful if y'all have one of these. If you get one, do not touch it. Not just because of the heat, just totally sooty, Or just anything, the slightest little touch on that thing, and you're going to get soot on your hands. So, yeah. But I brought water. That's not a big deal, I guess. But, one of those things, I suppose. But they get really hot now. I had a piece of, Duraflame logs. I've been using regular Duraflame forever. These are Enviro logs. But look at this. It's cardboard that's like soaked in wax and then pressed into little logs and press out the excess wax. But if you just take something, a rock, I used a hatchet and hit one end of it to get it to start fraying, and you can just take it all apart like that. And you can use either, a whole log or a piece or whatever you want. It's wild though, ain't it? It's cardboard and wax, and the stuff will burn for hours. You would think, cardboard, how long does a cardboard box take to burn? You would think that stuff would be gone really quick, but it seems to last. It seems to last. Maybe something in the wax maybe causes it to burn longer. Not really sure, but it does work pretty good. And like I said, I'm burning. I threw a tarp over it, but to be honest, my wood was wet before I got here. So, we're starting with a deficit. We're burning wet wood, but it seems to be working. A few little handful of Duraflame, and then throw the logs on top of it, and seems to work just fine. Which it's not cold, it's like 70 degrees out here today. It's really nice. It's not cold, but you still want the fire. You're camping. You have to have a campfire. We've discussed this before. If you don't have a fire, it's an extended day trip. The fire is what makes it a camping trip. I've heard people say, off grid. You're not off grid. You got a power bank sitting there. I disagree. I disagree. The grid is the grid. To me, the way I see it, You know, as long as you're out there, you're doing what you want to do, you're having a good old time, you know, you're doing whatever. I don't really see the difference, you know? I mean, primitive can't, to me, if you're off, you ain't on the grid, you ain't on power, you ain't on water, you're off grid. Now, whatever toys you bring is irrelevant to me, but I don't know. I guess some people disagree. Some people you have to go with absolutely nothing but yourself, I guess. I'm not sure. Anything else is not camping. I don't know about that. I'm sure there's a lot of people with RVs that would disagree with that statement. But to me, like I said, to me, as long as you're getting out there and you're enjoying yourself, you know, you're having fun, you're out there in nature, seeing it, doing it, you win either way, right? You know, that you still have to have a fire. Now, that's a rule. You still have to have campfire. But other than that, you know, as long as you're out there, you're out in the wilderness. You know, I mean, he got 500 acres here, and it backs up to about, I think, 5,000 acres of just solid woods, you know, and there's a road that goes around, but then it's more woods on the other side of that, you know. So, I mean, this is some deep, dark southern West Virginia mountain, you know, this is the real deal. This is the real deal. This is not, you know, Central Park. Well, which is probably more dangerous than being here anyway. I see frogs in the pond. Could be snakes. We'll see. I have seen a few snakes here. But anyway, to sum up, as long as you're out there, you are camping. I could hear them down in here. Frogs in here last night just screaming their little heads off. Looking for love. Honey! Where are you at? All right, let's get back to it. I just thought I'd break out the camera for a minute, you know, show you guys what I was up to, how the day's going. So far, it's going really well. I get every now and then a little bit of smoke. You can see it like wafting out over on this end right there. But it doesn't seem to bother me. It stays up high, and it keeps the bugs away too. That's bonus footage. I like that. No bugs that's a pretty big bonus, you know. I noticed it yesterday when I first turned that light on. Excuse me. When I first turned that light on, there was bugs, you know, just zipping around, you know, buzzing around up there and all that stuff. Once I got that going, a little bit of smoke, every bug in here just disappeared. And the tent, you know, I haven't seen the first bug in there, which I've had the screen down, but I haven't closed it. So that's pretty good too. Maybe soot related. Maybe that soot on my hands ain't all bad, huh? But anyway, alrighty. I think I'll let that cook down a little bit and get to fix me some breakfast here in a little while, which I got a stove. You know, I've got a stove right there. You know, I made coffee. I used the stove for coffee. It counts. But I'm going to fix me some breakfast on this. I mean, you know, if you've got this sitting here, are you going to cook on that? No, you are not. You know you are not. So, neither am I. All right, anyhow, all right, it's early. Like I said, let's just kind of hang out, enjoy the morning, let the day unfold, and see what happens. So far, it's starting off pretty good. Of course, I know it's going to end with a whole bunch of work packing all this junk up. So, you know, we already know how the day's going to end. But until then, you know, hey, until time to leave. You know how it is when you go camping. You squeeze out every possible good moment you can, and then you go home. All right, we'll see y'all in a little while. Let's get to squeezing some moments here. See y'all in a few. They're brown and served. I'm cheating. It's not regular sausage, but hey, it's sausage. Got some eggs over here, getting ready to fix some breakfast. Well, duh, but anyway. I was thinking, using bacon grease on sausage, it somehow seems wrong. Seems immoral somehow, but hey, I'm sure it tastes really good. But I wanted to share something with y'all, a little pro tip. I showed y'all the hatchet thing, Anyway, toilet paper. Your best friend on a camping trip. Take the core out, put it in a Ziploc baggie. Not only does it have its obvious uses, we won't get into that, but it also makes excellent fire starter. It makes a great dish scrubber. You can just buff things. You take like 3 or 4 pieces and just buff it, throw it in fire, buff it, throw it in fire. After about the 3rd time, look at that. Look how sparkly. I mean, you can see the 2 little dots of grease where I've laid the spoon. But, I mean, it's just sparkly clean. Handy little trick. It's toilet paper. You'd be surprised how many uses something like that has. It's really good for fire starter too, I use it all the time. Twist it up, a little twig like, toilet paper twigs, and lay it in there like those. It works really good. Works really good. Anyway, enough with that. Enough with the toilet paper, All right. We're working on breakfast. Not toilet paper. How we do it. There we go. Yeah, a little bit browner than anticipated on one side. But hey, I was talking to y'all, so, yeah, it don't count. Get them right over the little hot part. I've got the little insert out, so the center of it gets extra hot. You can put it back and like simmer. Close enough. That little plug to simmer things. I was doing that yesterday with the salmon cakes. Had it all closed up and just letting it simmer real slow. The inside of them, salmon cakes, they get gooey. If you're not careful, if you don't let them get done all the way through, the inside will still be like doughy. Not good, not good. You want it crispy and crunchy and just nothing but good, no bad parts to it. That's what you want. All right, I need to, I guess, pay attention a little bit to what I'm doing here, or put the plug back. That might work too. But all right, we'll get some sausage done, get some eggs fixed, and we'll have some breakfast. Move on from there. I had my speaker going. I've had my speaker going all morning. Haven't even had, I had the TV out. I've like checked the weather, things like that. But yeah, I haven't even had TV on. I've been listening to music all morning long. Good little morning. Very nice. That's not too bad of a setup. I mean, it looks kind of, it looks hillbilly ingenuity. It looks a little shady, I'll be honest. With the tarp up top. But I like that, man. That works really, really well. Sheds water, you can't beat that. Listen to that. Big frog down there trying to photobomb me. You got something you want to say? Is it more important than what I was talking about? That's what I thought. Anyway, All right, I'm in a good mood. I can't help it. It's been a cool morning. As long as the sun don't come out, it will remain a cool morning. Sun comes out, everything is just wet. You can see. I'm watching the ground as I walk, yes. But you can see everything is just still saturated. If the sun comes out all at once, it will get extremely humid out here today. Jungle-like. It looks like a jungle too, don't it? I better pay attention to that sausage. Get over running my mouth and burn breakfast. Okay, they're done. Sit that on that heat pad for a second. I will be right back and get the sausage out and get the eggs on. I think I'll put the plug in though, it's a little bit too hot. Okay, so far so good. Got the plug in this time. Go a little bit slower here. But the sausages are fine. I just didn't, the brown and served, they 3/4 brown, I don't want to get them any dunner than they already were. That's done enough. That's pretty good. Bacon flavored sausage. I may have just invented something here. All right, we need salt and pepper handy. Okay, we're done with the bacon juice, I guess. A little bit of oil, yeah. That's looking pretty good. Let me get these knocked loose and turned over. I'll be right back. It's about 11 o'clock, a few minutes after, and I've got the fire out, and I guess that means just about my cue to start loading up and getting out of here. It's wild, isn't it? When you're setting it up or getting ready, going camping, and setting it up, it's an abstract thought. But, when you're looking at tearing it all down, it's just a daunting task somehow. It changes. It's a lot more fun to put it up than it is to take it down, ain't it? But we got the fire out now. And, yeah, check out my little captain's chair I made. And this very cozy little seat. Got my fan going. Got my laptop, watch TV, little table or footstool. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. That would have made a good footstool too. Handy little table. Got my little power bank there charging up, keeping my phone charged. It's kind of weird videoing on a phone. I'll be glad to get a regular camera back. But yeah, I can't really show y'all, for obvious reasons, copyright strikes, but man, I've been booming. I've been playing some music ever since I've been here. Most of the time that I've been here, I've had something, movie or music or something, booming. I bet these squirrels wondering what's going on out here. He has really good taste in music, but man, he's really noisy. Anyway, I guess it's about time to start ripping it all back down again. Start with the bed. The way I do it is I make a little staging area and pile everything up, get all packed and in individual bags and boxes and whatnot, and then load it all up. Yeah. Origami on the next level. Championship or origami folding. All right, let's get to it. We got work to do. It's almost, about 11:15. So that should put me probably, who knows. I'll take my time. Not really going to put a time limit on it, I guess. I like the setup though, I really do. That is real nice. Imagine in the winter, take, the big tent, and the big tent going down through there. Wow. I'm going to have to do that. I am on a big cabin tent. I'm going to have to take that thing somewhere and do this again. Kind of, expand the thought a little bit. Make a great big one just for fun, That's what a 24-foot tarp. I'm sure I could get a lot more I've got at least 4 more of these poles. So I could make a really big one and put all kinds of junk under there. I'm going to have to do that. All right. Anyway, enough goofing off, I guess. I guess at some point you got to quit goofing off and, you know, do something. I guess we're at that point, though. All right, let's get to work and start ripping it all down. The bed is first. See y'all in a minute. Say bye-bye to our nice little camp. Next time you see it, it will look totally different. Bye-bye, nice little camp. We love you. Red bird taking a bath. Pick you out a spot somewhere in the middle of nowhere, clear it out, and, you know, set your own little homestead up. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all enjoyed coming along with me, you know, and the storm was really cool, though. It really was. And my little tarp, my little tarp village did really well in the storm. It didn't even notice it. Did not care at all. Yeah, I'm going to call that one a win. All right, I'm out of here, guys. We'll see y'all next time. And I guess until the next time, until the next adventure, this is Leo. We'll see y'all later. Your red bird's still over taking a bath. Let's see if we can. Nope, not really. Yeah, he's at the end right there. All right, we'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Zoom back out. There. Now, y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all later. And Leo out.